Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to the Bearded Kin with me, Dave, and brother Aaron.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey, we got a special guest for you guys tonight. His name is Terry. He has a TikTok channel called Nerd Council Interviews. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people that have already come in, and let's get a jump on that real quick before everybody else starts popping in. Looks like the first in is Mrs. Sofa. Always good to see you.
Hey babe.
And then we got Cowboy Up. Sis, it's good to see you. Appreciate you being here. And as
Hey
always,
sis, how's it
appreciate
going?
your support.
Hey sis.
Apparently, Papa Sofa is in here as well. So, Pop, thank you. Good to see you
Hey
in.
Pop. Good to see.
And we have Ronnie Painter. Ronnie, it's always great to see you. Appreciate you coming in and all the support you always show us.
Hey Ronnie. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Jim Murray, the Jim Murray from Small Town Traditions. Great individual right here. It was great seeing him on Bishop's show just a little while ago. Um, Always love seeing Jim.
Hey Jim, how's it going?
And Terry the Reaper. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Terry from Nerd Council Interviews. This is his YouTube tag here. So everybody make sure to say hi to him. This one looks familiar, Aaron. What do you think about this one?
Viking Papa, how's it going?
Viking Papa, it's always good to see you in. Always, as always, appreciate your support. Puddles, Pud, it's good to see you as always.
Hey Pud, good to see you.
Let's see. Crackhead Baker. Baker, as always, it's good to see you in, brother.
Thanks for coming in, Baker.
I think I was seeing in the chat that he wound up having to go back to work. So hopefully he'll be able to make it back in. If not, we can always count on him to be part of the replay crew, which is always nice. And I think we know this one here. Miss Busy Bee Collective K.
Hey Kay, how's it going?
Luis, good to see you, brother.
Luis, how's it going?
Hey, man. Now that you got your profile picture in there, it's harder for me to find you, but your profile picture looks good. I'm used to seeing the L on there, but don't change it. Don't change it. I'll get used to it. We have Marky Mark in. Always good to see you.
Hey Mark.
Frickin' frack, some of the most genuine, great people in this bearded community. You can't ask for better people. Frickin' frack. Um, Amazing individuals.
How's it going?
Relationship goals right there. I mean, can't say enough about these two. And the one and only Santa Tom. Santa Tom, it's great to see you and appreciate your support as always.
Good to see you, Santa Tom.
Beardo Weirdo, good to see you in, brother. Appreciate your support.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Yep. Robert Allen. Robert Allen, it's great to see you in. Appreciate you popping in.
Hey Robert, how's it going?
Another guy that has always shown his support by popping in and saying hi to everybody. Really do appreciate him being in. And Greg Hall. Greg, it's great to see you in. Appreciate you coming in from Sunshine State Grooming, one of the owners right here.
Hey Greg, how's it going?
and the one, the only Jeff Harmon, the guy whose shoes are better than my whole ensemble.
How's it going, Jeff?
You talk about style. No, these guys got some style. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we got about 19 people rocking in here right now. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys that came in. No, there's 100 other things you could be doing on a Saturday night, but you choosing to be here, it really does mean a lot to us. So without further ado, Dave, Aaron, everyone, Mark Johnson, it's great to see you. Appreciate you coming in.
How's it going, Mark? It's good to see you.
Without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and bring in our guest. Guys, this is a good friend of mine. He was actually my very first live that I ever did, and it was on the TikTok channel. He has he's working on a charity that he's working on, and I want to bring him on, let him talk about that a bit, and get you guys some more information on that. So let's go ahead and bring him in. This is Terry from Nerd Council Interviews.
Hi,
Terry,
everyone.
how you doing, Terry? It's great to see you in.
Doing all right, brother. Thank you very much for having me here today.
Absolutely. Real quick, True North Beer Co. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about your the charity that you have that you're going to be working on for October. From what I know about it, Terry has been doing this for at least a couple of years now, where he will do an interview every day for each day of October. Now, if anybody's ever done live shows, I know there's several people in here that have done live shows. You know how hard it is just to get one person on to do a live, and he's doing this 31 times on his TikTok channel. So I do want to definitely support that. And if you guys have any questions on how to reach him, definitely let us know so we can get you in contact with him. So, Terry, why don't you tell us a little bit about the charity and how?
So the charity,
How
the charity is in honor of my son, Jonathan Bar Aikman, who tragically, after 5 days of being on this earth, passed away due to a unknown genetic mutation. Like, there's no name for this mutation that he had. And we learned a lot about like the palliative care system, the NICCU system, through those 5 days. And like the following year, after my son passed away, my wife was like, "Hey, I want to do something in memory of Jonathan." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do something." And that was the little ember of what started the fire of the Jonathan, in memory of Jonathan Bard charity drive, where we do, the very first one we did was books. The second year, which I started doing the TikTok live, um, where it was 31 days, 31 interviews of like just trying to raise some like monetary donations. And still do like the hats and bows and books and stuff like that. Like this year, we're doing books and monetary donation like always, but we're doing books, but it's in support of the university hospital where he was born. And to get it, uh, basically the breakdown is it's we're doing this to show that families that are in the NICU that they're not alone, not whatsoever. They're not alone, and they have a support group that they can rely on. So
right. And we just had a few other people pop in. Rothgar, that is a buddy of mine from work. Appreciate you coming in. Romy, as always, it's great to see you. Uriah, he popped in last week, and it's the first time I saw him, and he's in here this week. So I really do appreciate you coming in, Uriah. And so, um, So back to that, so you're doing the monetary donations. You're also doing books, and what else was it? I'm sorry.
This year we're just doing the books. Last
Okay.
year we did hats and bows, and we try to change it up every year to not just um, because to give it like some like so people don't go, oh, it's the same thing as last year. It's the same thing as last year. It's more along the lines of like, hey, um, we're doing something different every year so we can give to the families in the NICU that are there, that they have little mementos of like, hey, my son or daughter was a fighter, and we got these mementos from the NICU of like hats, bows, books. Next year we're talking about doing um, I forget the name of it, but it's got a little. It's like a little wrap that they can
Okay.
like children can play with, and it has like a
Like
little
a
bubble of
snuggie kind of
like,
thing.
huh?
Like a little snuggie kind of thing to
Yeah,
like
like a little
a wrap
snuggie kind
form.
of thing. We're talking about doing that, or getting like blankets or something like that for families to snuggle up with. Like they can, if they're able to hold their baby and while they're in the NICU, get a blanket over them to cover and have warmth in the NICU, because we all know hospitals not the warmest place in the world. We all know they're cold, they're damp, and a lot of people don't want to be there. But we're thinking about that kind of stuff. So
Right. Well, I 100% support what you're doing. And um, for anybody that, babe, I'm not sure if you have the website to his link tree. If not, I believe I have it here. All right, Kay's going to go ahead and put that into the chat now. So if you guys get a chance sometime tonight, feel free to check that out. Um, but yeah,
yeah,
we just wanted to come in and talk about what palliative care is, and the NICU. I think a lot of people are a lot more familiar with the NICU side of it. But I think the palliative care is something that escapes the mind to some people. In my opinion, they're there for one of the worst times that a parent can possibly imagine. And you actually educated me today that it's not just about the children that are terminal. There's
yeah,
other things that palliative care helps with. You mind
yeah.
talking about that a little bit?
So to give a little bit of background on what the palliative care before I even talk about that. I didn't even know the palliative care system existed until my son. Like I knew what the NICU was. Like everybody knows what NICU is. It's the neonatal intensive care unit. Um, it's for babies that are born that are premature or there's some type of disease with it. Everybody knows what that is, but nobody really knows what the palliative care system is. The palliative
Right.
care system is a system that works with the hospitals, works with like the hospice care system for the adults. But what they do is they help families through the darkest times. Like coming from my perspective, they helped with like getting us in contact with photographers, getting us in contact with any baby can. It's now I lay me down to sleep, which is a photographer group that we donate also to. They come in at the worst moments of a parent's life, um, and take pictures of you and your loved one that's passing as a baby or an infant. They come in and take photos for you, so you have those special moments together. They get you in contact with Any Baby Can, which is a grief support group, but it's also a funeral support group. They help you like for parents who have lost a baby that's under the age of, I think it's under the age of 1. They help with the funeral cost. They help support that that journey of that, but they also, beyond just the aspect of um, the death aspect of palliative care, what palliative care also does is they help you with the journey in life. Um, so let's say your baby comes out with like Down syndrome, MS, cerebral palsy, all different types of genetic diseases, cleft lips, all this. They help with getting you in contact with the right group of people, the right group of support groups, the right support financial groups, the right connections of doctors, nurses. They help you with all that. So you're not scrambling of like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? They're
Right.
there to help with that. Um, and then on the adult version side of it, they work with hospice. They help you, like if your significant other is passing away in the hospital or at home, a palliative care support team will come with you to your house, and they'll help you with like setting up funeral arrangements, uh, setting up like getting a like if you're needing help with the paperwork, or getting contact with lawyers, if you don't have a lawyer already for like a power will and testament, they help you with all that. It's not just for babies; it's for all stages of life. They help you go through all that. But what we learned is a lot of those positions aren't readily available because most hospitals can't pay for those amount of nurses. Like prime example, um, when we lost Jonathan, there was only 3 nurses for palliative care system um, for 2 floors for the NICU. And in the NICU at University Hospital, there's over 100 babies. Over on a regular basis, there's over 100 babies
Jeez.
at any point in time.
Right.
And there was 3 nurses for that. And when Jonathan was born, one of the nurses that worked with me or worked with our family, it was legit her first baby, her first day working with us. And that was, we just found out that the a donation came in a month before that was able to pay for that position to be made
Wow.
and fulfilled. So our charity that we're trying to start, um, called the JB the Light Foundation, which we're trying to make it an official charity through through the IRF, through the official government channels and everything else, so we can be that way people can feel comfortable donating or supporting this charity. Our ultimate goal is being and I thank you, Miss K, for actually giving me this tagline for it, is carrying the light for families in the darkest times. Um, she's definitely helped me out with this one, because I'm still waiting back, because the original name that I was going to use, come to find out, a lot of the thing was trademarked. So I'm waiting
Yeah.
on word back um, for the from Disney itself, because the word Jedi and the symbol of a lightsaber are all trademarked.
Right.
So we had to, I'm going through the proper channels. I'm trying to do all that properly by going through the permissions department, for the intellectual department of Disney, getting that corrected. The original name was supposed to be JB the Little Jedi Foundation, but like Ms. K pointed out to me, a lot of those are trademarked. So our ultimate goal for the charity for right now is supporting the palliative care system by giving donations, books, or whatever we're like little mementos that we can do for them. Because a lot of the mementos that are in the NICU are donation based, like the little plaster hands and feet, the stamps in the hands and feet are all donation based. We can't. They don't like the hospitals don't pay for that. A lot of them are paid by families donating or donations that come in through the hospitals, like through charity drives and everything else. Oh,
Right. Well, yeah, I wasn't aware that the palliative care was so dependent on charities, and that just makes me want to support it that much more. Um, I mean, I've never, I've been blessed enough to where I've never really had to deal with NICU or palliative care. Um, as far as NICU, we do have people in the family that have had issues and have had to run through the NICU. And I know they're very, Miss Sofa had mentioned it in the chat as well that, the NICU really helped them out quite a bit. So,
Yeah, when we were there, our NICU had maybe 10 to 15 babies. It wasn't nearly as big as that. But we still had a person that came around. I'm having a hard time remembering the person, but I remember what they brought. They brought a little hand knitted Santa hat, and they dropped them off to all the babies in the NICU, and just volunteering their time, to help care for the babies.
yeah. We've had the privilege of meeting a couple families who've actually been impacted by our charity donations, and there's two that come to mind for the charity and how it supported them. We had one family come up to us and ask. We were getting things done for her when she was being born. We were at this place called Baby Vision, and yes, the hospital is in San Antonio. I see the little busy bee that popped up. um, the One of the ultrasound techs at this place, it's called Baby Vision, and what they do is they do ultrasounds for pregnancies. So other like most families can't go to a hospital and be inside a ultrasound room with like all the family. This allows families to come into and see the ultrasound, hear the heartbeat, be part of the pregnancy that normally would not be like normally you wouldn't be able to be part of. Well, one of the nurses, one of the ultrasound techs there, we were talking with her because she's been with our journey with Jonathan and everybody else, all the other babies that we've had, the prior miscarriages that we were able to go and do ultrasounds with. Um, and she was there for Jonathan through his journey. Um, she just recently, her sister, I think it was either her or her sister, just had a baby and was in the NICU, and they brought
right,
one of the books from the very first um, donation drive we did. They actually put stickers on there um, with his picture that they have, and it says, "This book is brought to you by in memory of Jonathan Barr Aikman." And uh, that was an example. And then I was at our local grocery store, and I happened to be seeing somebody standing next to my car. And I walked up to him, and I'm like, "Hi, how can I help you?" She goes, her and her husband are standing there with a little child, and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And she goes, "Are you Jonathan Barr's dad?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm Jonathan Barr's dad. She goes, I want to say thank you for the donation you gave of the little hats. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, our son just came out of NICCU and he was wearing one of the hats that we got donated last year of from the last year's drive. He was wearing one of the hats that was donated. And I was like, okay, this is the fruition of like, okay, this is a sign that I need to ramp this up because I wasn't planning on doing it this quick, this fast of starting the charity up, um, and everything. But it was like something just snapped in me and was like, all right, we're going headstrong, we're going faster. We need to do this a little bit more. Um, yeah, that's one of the note. That was the hats and bows that we did last year. For the pictures that you see right there. Um, it was that was the we went from an ember to I went to a basically a campfire, and now that campfire is growing, and inside of me, both me and my wife. My wife was real hesitant at first to just want to do a charity like this, and then I told her I was like, hey, this is what I want. This is this is my goal in everything. And she goes, okay, I see your goal. Now the fires are growing, and both of us, and we're doing whatever we can to raise the funds because to becoming an official 501c3 and the United States government's eyes through the IRS and everything, it having to get a lawyer involved because it's so much paperwork that you have to file. You have state level, you have county level, you have city levels of paperwork, and then you have the IRS, you have the federal government themselves. It costs upwards to $5,000
That's what I've been
to
reading. It's
do
anywhere
all that.
between $5,000 to $6,000, correct?
Yeah, anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000 just to get it started.
Right.
Now, once you get it started, you want to keep the money coming in, and that's where a CPA comes in.
Right.
Because you want an accountant on that, and um, that's where it costs is because sometimes CPAs they want to get paid.
Right.
But the CPA that we're talking to is willing to do it for us for 5 years pro bono.
Wow.
So that helps us out quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Because most people, when they see a 501c3 nonprofit organization, they they look at it and go, okay, how much is going to the CEO? How much is going to the lawyers? How much is going
Right.
to the to like the workers and everything else?
Right.
Well, I can tell you from my stance as the CEO, I'm taking $0. My lawyer is taking $0. My employee,
Awesome.
all my board of director people are taking $0. When we say we are going to be 100% until we can't be, and this is, I don't know how long it'll be, but until we can't be 100% not zero funded, zero money taken in to anybody that works for us. We are going to be 100%. No money is going to anybody that works for the charity whatsoever. It is all going towards the university hospitals, palliative care system, and NICCU. It's going straight to them. No money is going into our bank account that isn't going to go directly to a organization to help. Um,
Right.
it's daunting, but at the same aspect of being who I am and being, I'll I'll, I'll say it. I'm a stubborn bull. Like whenever I set my eyes on a goal, I don't care who's in my way. I don't care what you do. I will run you over to get my goal done. And that's
Yeah, I seem to recall hearing something like that about myself, though, when I
yeah,
was younger by my mom. So if I can catch you before you set your mind to something, then I'll be okay. But if you already set your mind, it's already too late. So,
yep. And that's the way I am. It's like I'm on that journey now of showing this one right here that no matter what the obstacle is, we we have a saying in my last name. Our last name means strong oak, and our saying is nothing will stop an Aikman once he has his mind. Once they have their mindset, nothing will stop us.
right,
So I'm showing her that no matter what, her brother's name, her brother's journey, her brother's legacy will live on, no matter what.
absolutely.
And I'm going to like our goal right now is to support the palliative care system, support families. Uh, like our future goal of the charity is to one day start funding research,
Right,
like genetic research of like, hey, not looking for a cure, but looking at what causes genetic mutations in the first place. And
right,
what can we do as a society to help eliminate or not eliminate, but help those families who are going through those troubles of like genetic mutations and want to know why it happened in the first place.
right.
That's our ultimate goal is one day being a research fund, fund research of genetic research and everything else. So
Well, you definitely seem like you're on the right path. You have a desire to do good with what you have planned, and I mean, honestly, I'm one of those kinds of people. I'm leery at first about anything until I start looking into it. And with your story and with your ambition to do more than what you currently can, um, you seem like one of those individuals that just wants to help in any way you possibly can to help alleviate what you've been through and try to help somebody else because somebody else has put in that donation to help you, and I commend you for that. Um, it's not every day you see somebody willing to give so freely to others and to start something fresh. I mean, the 501c3s, it takes time and it takes determination, and if you're going through it, then you're doing it for a reason. And I commend you for everything you're doing. And I got to tell you, man, she is adorable. I remember when you were doing the lives, and she was close to time. I was really excited to see that she was born healthy, and so very happy for you and your
yeah,
wife.
um, it was a journey for sure. For people who don't know, um, this type of baby right here, my daughter, actually has a very special name, and it's called a rainbow baby. Um, a rainbow baby is a baby that is born after the loss of a child. Um, they're um, they're called the rainbow baby because it's the selection of, we feel like she was selected by her brother to come down and be with us. Can you speak up a little bit? Sorry. Are you doing your duck face for the camera?
Yeah, she's
Uh,
adorable.
she is definitely the light of my world. Um, and it kind of came full circle um, with her birth and Jonathan. It really did. Um, it was kind of cool. Um, Whenever a baby is born, they call down the NICCU. Always. That's one of their procedures. Um, and they send down the respiratory cardiologist and all this stuff from NICU to give like, hey, we're good. She's good. We're good to go. All that good stuff.
Right.
The respiratory therapist that came down for her birth was actually the respiratory therapist on Jonathan's team.
Oh, wow.
So it was like full circle of like, hey, I started cheering up a little bit because I was the first person to notice. And then I told my friend, my also the godmother of my daughter here and the godmother of Jonathan. I like, hey, I was like, look, it's so and so from Jonathan's team, and she's like, oh my god. And then she told my wife, and my wife saw and was like, hi. um, it was like coming full circle, and I started crying a little bit. And I after after they were all said and done, he came up to us and said, "We got one healthy, and she's good to
Right.
go, and she looks beautiful and happy, and she is." She's now in her grabbing stage.
Hence the short goatee at the moment, huh?
Yes, because her first time I got to hold her after the birth, um, whoop, and everything. I had a beard, like Ray's beard did there.
Yep.
She decided she didn't like it and grabbed a big old chunk of it and ripped it out.
Yep.
And that was the very first day she was born. Like, it was just like, I was like, okay, that hurts really bad. I'm gonna go home and shave now. And I've kept it this short because she still grabs at it and still pulls on it. Even now, even when I keep it short, she'll grab it and be like, hey, 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 hey.
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world, honestly. She is the one of the main reasons why I keep going on what I do with the charity drives and the charity donations and everything else. She's definitely one of the main reasons. Is like, I'm hoping one day she will take the reins for her brother and take this charity beyond what I can do.
Right. Hey guys, real quick, everybody in the chat, in case you popped in a little bit late, this is a good buddy of mine. His name is Terry from Nerd Council Interviews. We're talking to him today about the Palliative Care NICCU charity drive that he's doing for the month of October. So he had to step away for just a moment, so we'll go ahead and get him back on when he comes back. So if you guys have any questions for him about his charity, or anything else, feel free to ask, and we'll definitely highlight those questions as we see them come up. Also, he is a keeper to his name, Nerd Council. That is definitely it. He is into Star Wars. He is into anime. He is into Dungeons and Dragons. He is in, you name it, he is into it. So feel free to ask any questions that you have about any of that. Let him know. Let us know who your favorite Star Wars character is, and feel free to ask him. Who his favorite bearded actor may or may not be. He kind of threw one of those curveballs at me on my first live. So
Yeah, that was it was a very fun, interesting live with you, because when I do these interviews, I try to keep them fun, open, honest. I stay away from politics. I stay away from religion because those two things are so dividing. I don't like it whatsoever.
right,
Because I'm more of like, hey, bring the country together for happiness, go lucky kind of guy. Um, the one thing that always gets us together is honest communication about who's better, Marvel or DC.
right.
So, oh, hold on.
Uh huh. Well, guys, you know how it is when you have a newborn. Sometimes they got to run the show for a minute. Oh, so Aaron, do you got any questions that you want to ask him? I know you were more into some of the anime than I used to be.
She just wants to be held.
Uh, no, but I think we got some questions coming in from the chat.
Okay. So it looks like we have one from Mrs. Sofa, and if you're not aware, Terry, this is
That's my
Aaron's wife,
yeah.
Hi.
and she's got a
Um,
question for you. Who is your favorite Star Wars character?
oh, that I don't know if you can see behind me. As you know, I
Mhm.
got Star Wars all around. Like this is my Star Wars room. By far, hands down, it will always be Boba Fett or Darth Vader. Those are my two favorite ones. But my third favorite um, is the Mandalorian and Grogu, because it shows a dynamic of a father figure and a child, growing up in both maturity and innocence. That's the one thing I love about Star Wars, is because it's a dynamic of watching a young child grow into an adulthood, growing into um, from rising up and being strong and um, being able to overcome your adversities is one thing I love about Star Wars, is because you're always seeing them overcoming an adversity, and that's what drew me to Star Wars in the first place. It was just that adversity on it. And I see she has another one. Do you
Yeah.
own any
Do you own any
lightsabers?
lightsabers?
I actually own multiple lightsabers.
I got a
I
couple.
actually own. I think my count now is up to 7 different lightsabers. Yeah, 7 different lightsabers.
Are you
But
catching
my
up?
yeah, my pride and joy though will always be my Darth Maul lightsaber, um, that my wife got for me for one anniversary. Because there was a very unique story behind it that I found out myself. I was disassembling it, giving it a good cleaning, um, and then I started noticing, like, on the hilt and the saber, I'm like, there's a bunch of scratches on it and nicks and everything else on the saber. And I took it apart, And inside the connection point where the two sabers come together, I looked at it, and then I noticed there was an etching on it. And I took a flashlight, and because it's kind of hard to see, took a flashlight, shined the light into it at an angle, and it said property of Lucas Films.
You actually got one of the
And
props.
yeah, it's actually Ray Park's actual lightsaber that they used in the filming of the Phantom Menace
Oh wow.
during the battle
Very cool.
scene. That's it was the one that they used for like the practice before the actual fight scene. They used it to practice with because they can see where the light would like the not the visual effects artist can see where the lightsaber would end up in his hands, and they can see the light and track it. And then when they actually did the visual effects, they switched to a different lightsaber, which had like different like markings on it. It was like a solid piece of rod. It was a rod that they can put like these markers on there so they can do the visual effects of like actual making it glow brighter and everything else. But this was the one that he wrote did the practice scenes with. He happened to be in San Antonio one like 6 months after that at a little convention, and I wanted to confirm it. I wanted like, hey, I want confirmation that this is an actual like this is something, or this was just like someone etched it in there. And I took it to him, and I was like, hey, my name's Terry. I have a lightsaber. It's the Darth Maul lightsaber. Can you confirm something for me? Is this your actual lightsaber? And he took it apart. He knew how to do it. And he confirmed it. He's like, yes, this is the one that went missing from the set. And I was
Wow.
like, I'm like, what do you mean went missing? He goes, it was stolen. I went, oh, so I'm in possession of stolen property. He goes, technically, yes. I was like, okay. Well, my wife bought it from a friend, and he bought it from another friend, who bought it from another friend. So he goes, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not reporting it. I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
that's good.
thank you.
So we got another question here about charity
Okay.
from Lewis. Do you plan on going nationwide? I could tell you something. We need a program like that in New York. So pretty much wondering if once the charity picks up, is this something you plan on going nationwide with?
Actually, the ultimate goal is going worldwide.
Oh wow, awesome!
Not just nationwide, but worldwide. Because hospitals across the nation need something like this. It's the are you falling asleep? Yep, you are. It's definitely ooh, we're definitely going to go worldwide with it. As of right now, we're staying within the local system of San Antonio. Um, and the wonderful thing is, I've been working with the hospital, um, and they University Hospital is not just in the state of Texas. It's a nationwide thing. They have systems all over the United States. They told me once I actually become a 501c3 nonprofit charity organization, that we will create a unique link um, for people to like either post on my, like we'll create a website for the charity foundation where people can come in, read the story, read our goals, meet, get in contact with us. Um, that we can create a specific link that goes directly to the donation. Like people can donate directly to the hospitals, and go to that will go straight to that. If they want to donate directly to a hospital, or they can donate directly to us, and we can do whatever we want with those funds at that point, like donating to them hospitals, donating to
Right.
genetic researching. And one of the goals, I think within the next 10 years, this is one of our goals, is where we're going to be a financial aid charity. Because being in the NICU, I will tell you from experience, is not cheap.
No.
It is not cheap at all. I am glad and I am wonderful to have my wife and me have wonderful companies that we work for and have great insurance. Um, yep, she fell asleep. um, if it wasn't for our insurance, Jonathan's bill for those 5 days was almost $10 million.
Wow.
So we were looking at like, holy crap, we are lucky we have insurance. And then I started thinking about it last year. I'm like, think about all those families that don't have insurance
Right.
and have babies going to the NICU. It's one of those situations of like, what can we do um, to help with that? And that's the way it's going. That's a 10-year goal. And I know it's not going to be a goal right now because we're going to have to start small. Right? I can't
Right.
go like Elon Musk style, straight to the moon kind of, or straight to shoot a car up to Mars, because
Right.
I don't have that kind of funds. But
Right.
once we get to that point where we can actually be that, it's definitely going to help. Hey, you need to stay awake. Mommy's coming home.
And the little one's name? You'd like to
Her,
introduce her?
yes, her name is Everly Sue Aikman, um,
Introduce-
or AKA, and this is the nerd side of me. Her nickname is Eevee, named after the Pokemon.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Um, and when we actually did the announcement on my Facebook, my wife's on my wife's Facebook, I kind of did the nerd announcement, and I said, "Welcome everybody, or help me welcome, uh, help welcome Everly Sue Aikman, aka Eevee. Now we get to watch you grow up to either be Jolteon, energy of the world, Flareon, that will be the fire of the light that carries everybody on, or Vaporeon, who's calm and collect." But there's so many EV evolutions that she could be, that the world is her oyster. And the best quote I've ever heard when it comes to raising children actually came from a scientist, and his name is Neil deGrasse Tyson. When a child looks at a puddle and wants to jump in it, uh, um,
Yeah,
don't
Kate trolling you there
stop
a
it.
little bit.
Yeah, she's trolling me. uh, when it comes to like curiosity, don't kill it.
Right.
Let them be curious, because curiosity brings math, love, science, all that. It's definitely going to be um, one of those situations of whatever she wants to do, I'm going to make sure she does it 110%. Because we're going to do whatever she wants. But I'm telling her, you've got to do it 110%.
Absolutely. And Kay's going off saying, yeah, we need to get you into Savvy's workshop over at Disney so you can make your own lightsaber at some point. Sounds like a plan you ever make it down here to Cali.
We plan on it. Like, because I want her to definitely be one of those nerds like me. Um, I never got the chance growing up of going to Disneyland or Disney World. I never got the chance to do that. Um, but we will be definitely doing that. I will uh, encourage the creativity is the best way to do it.
Right.
But yeah, we plan on doing trips to like California, and go to Disney World, Disneyland, um, do all those, do the traditional family vacations, as they say.
Right. So we got a question up here for you. How were you first introduced to Star Wars?
Um, I was introduced to Star Wars through my grandfather. Um, he, my grandfather was the biggest nerd I ever met. Growing up, he was a Star Wars fan, Star Trek. He grew up on the original sci-fi industry. He grew up on that, like the Superman comics, the Batman
Mm.
comics from back in the day. Um, I wish I could have gotten it before um, he passed away. He actually had a Superman issue #1 in mint
Wow.
condition.
Jeez.
Um, but due to like financial stuff, he had to sell it because of the cancer treatments. Um, he had to sell it, and it gave him a few more years on a lease of life with that. But he collected all that. He was the one who introduced me to Star Wars.
Wow.
I actually have he I'm going to show my age here a little bit, but I actually have a laser disc of Star Wars: A New Hope
Oh, wow. Really?
from him.
Nice.
So
Oh, Kate brought up a pretty good question since we were talking about the charity. She's asking, how do you accept monetary donations? Do you
uh,
have a link in your link tree for that, or is that something that's coming?
there is a link in there. There's a GoFundMe
Okay.
um, that we started. Anybody can donate it to it. That will be helping with the start of the charity, and any money that goes over the $5,000 will be donated directly to the university hospital. But the first $5,000 of it is going to go to my lawyer, who is going to then take all that money and put it towards the filing fees, the paperwork, the IRS paperwork, the federal government paperwork, the state government paperwork, the county paperwork, and the city paperwork. He's going to take all that and get all that paperwork settled, because he was telling me that the IRS one could be anywhere from $500 all the way up to $1,500 just for the filing fee and the
Okay.
filing of the paperwork. So anybody who wants to do that can do it that way. Um, and if you don't feel like you want to do a monetary donation, there's also a link in my link tree um, that has an Amazon gift list that has all the books that we're going to be donating. And
Okay.
we're actually going to be working with, it's called Once Upon a Child. They have these books for sale over there We're going to be working with them, trying to get donations through them also. Yep, you're asleep.
Tara, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you coming in.
Give me 1 second. Let me go put her in her little playpen real quick.
All right. All right, guys. So right now we're so Miss Sofa, from what I can gather, is that these books are either sent, I believe they're sent to him, and he will take those into the palliative care to the NICCU, to where they will take them in, get everything sterilized, and then they will be able to give them out to families as it comes in. But I'm sure he can help get that information out there as well. Bearded Chief, it's great to see you in. I appreciate you coming in, brother.
How's it going?
So I was just she was asking if the books get ordered. Those go directly to you, and then you take them down to the hospital, or do they get sent directly to them?
They actually come to me.
Okay.
And then we put them in like a little gift basket to take over there so they can do our little, like we do like pictures, and we meet with um, the the president of the hospital to do the pictures with the donations and everything else. But they also have to go through a sterilization.
Sterilization process.
Yeah, they have to go through a sterilization process um, with that.
Okay.
So they'll definitely be doing that. It's one of those things, like they have to, anything that gets donated has to be sterilized, especially when it's going into the NICU. So they have to, I don't know how they sterilize them. I think they put them under a UV light. I don't know for sure, but I think that's how they do it.
Right.
And my wife just corrected me on some things. The bill was actually less than 10 million. I was thinking it was 10 million, but she just corrected me on it. I don't remember exactly how much it was, and she doesn't either. But she goes, "I know it wasn't 10 million." I was like, "Okay." So she just texted me, and she's watching too. So
Tell her I
she
said
didn't
hello.
she did correct me. She's like, "The bill was not 10 million." I was like, "I thought it was."
Even regardless of that, the bills. I mean, everybody's seen a hospital bill um, from an extensive stay. Now you put that, you add the personalized care for something like the NICU, and you can understand that would multiply significantly. So
Yeah, and there's some families that go into the NICU. Um, like one of the interviewees that I did last year, um, I believe, if I remember correctly, her daughter was in NICU for almost a month. And then there's some, um, there was one baby recently uh, who spent their first birthday in the NICU
right, wow,
because they were born at 21 weeks old. So imagine the bill on that one is got to be tremendously outrageous. Now, they could probably getting a bunch of donations to help support that, and that's one thing that we want to do
right,
in the future is being like, hey, like hospitals can come to us and go, hey, we know you don't have insurance, and the bill for this is going to be expensive. Let's put you in contact with the JB the Light Foundation. Let's get you in
right.
contact with them and see if they can offer financial support.
Yeah, I could imagine. 'Cause our youngest stayed in for what I think it's 2 weeks, and it was our insurance. We had really good insurance, and they paid just about everything. So I could imagine how much it would cost. for any other extended amount of time.
Right. Real quick, Nick Farrell. This is Aaron. I'm not sure you remember him or not. This is Neff from Destiny, Nephismal. We played with him on Destiny 1, Destiny 2. He's actually in Fresno right now doing a medieval battle kind of thing. And it,
Oh
it
yeah, they have
doesn't
the
surprise
Scottish
me with those
festival.
Titans. So yeah,
They
he's
have the
it's good to see you, Neff.
they have the Scottish festival in Fresno
Okay.
going on right
Right
now.
on.
That's probably where he's
Right.
at.
Probably.
Oh,
It's good seeing.
I love doing those kind of festivals. I love going to like the state Ren fairs here in
Right.
Texas. Um, it's one of those like going back in time kind of situations. It feels like where you get to dress up and go out and have fun with other nerds because
Right.
that's what for Ren Fair is. It's for here's Ren fairs, Renaissance fairs are for history nerds because you
Right.
have all types of different nerds. Like me, I'm a general nerd. Like I like history, I like sci-fi, I like anime, I like video games. I'm a nerd in all those. But then you have your sports nerds. You have your history nerds. You have your anime nerds. You have your collect the prime example. You guys, you're beard nerds. You know your
Yeah.
stuff. Like you can tell people from the molecular level of an oil on what kind of beard it would be good with. That makes you a nerd.
And what it does for you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. That's what I love about like being a nerd is because you're gonna find all types of nerds. And when like people like those football players, muscle bound like meatheads who like are constantly I look at them and they're like, "Oh, I'm not a nerd. Not a nerd." I'm like, "Bullshit. Yes, you are." And they're like, "Explain how I'm a nerd." I'm like, "Okay,
Right.
tell me what that machine does." Oh, it does this. It connects to this. It helps work this muscle, and this muscle. If you do it this way, nerd, you just knew
Right.
everything about that machine that I didn't know about.
Right.
And you told me in definition of what that machine does. You told me what muscle group that works. You told me what's this, and it's like, okay, you're a nerd. Just admit it. And that's the one thing about nerdism. it's it's
Yep.
everywhere. If you look for it, you're gonna find a nerd.
Right. Real quick, since Baker popped in here, I want to throw out a little bit of a plug for him for tomorrow night. Baker is going to have some very special guests on his show tomorrow night. Um, it's going to be me and Aaron, Bearded Kin. We will be on Baker's show tomorrow night. So, guys, make sure you check him out. If you haven't followed Baker, make sure to do so. He's a great guy, great individual, and does great content. So, and yeah, Neon, my nephew, he followed you on TikTok. Was it last year when you were doing your 31 days? So he
Yeah,
definitely knows who you are.
yeah.
That's my oldest. Yeah.
Yep.
It this year so far. It's been hard. I will tell you that it's been a little dis discouraging. I've only gotten 4 or 5 interviews lined up, but I'm not giving up hope. I
Right.
am not giving up. I'm not giving up hope whatsoever. Because if I give up hope, I feel like I'm letting my son down. But I'm still going to do like I did last year. If I didn't have an interview, I still went live. I still did an interview
Absolutely.
because I would do whatever I had to do to keep that streak going every day for 31 days. I kept it going.
There
I
you
got
go.
some good names going for the interview so far. But we're gonna get it going.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it out there. If you ever need anything, I don't care if I'm on 10 times. Just you need anything, just want somebody to bounce some stuff off of, just give me a holler and let me know. I'm on the
Definitely.
same TikTok that I've been on for forever now.
And
I
honestly,
haven't really been pushing as much content as I normally had in the past, but I definitely still have the ability to get on there and go live with you. So
yeah, and that's the one thing I love. Your TikTok, your YouTube. I'm loving every video. I watch it.
I appreciate that.
Learning because I plan on growing my beard back out. Once my daughter is out of the grabbing stage,
Hmm.
I plan on growing it back out and getting back into like that beard care and everything else. Maybe one day I've seen you do those national beard championships.
Right, right. Hey,
Maybe I'll be in one of those.
it'd be great to see you come out to one of those. I know they have a couple of them in Texas. In fact, there's a pretty big one coming to Texas. I'd have to get with. Can't remember who was talking about it. I can't remember if that was Brewer or if it was Santa Tom that was talking about it. Because Santa Tom is actually in Texas as well. And yeah, I'll definitely let you know the dates of that one. Because if we can make it out to some of those, we definitely want to, and it'd be great to see you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Um,
I would love for to meet you, Kay, um, and everybody else. I would love to meet like honestly, I would love to meet everybody at least once that's been supporting this journey, and say thank you personally. Um, David,
well,
you need to take her.
you've definitely stumbled on to an amazing community here with the bearded community. Um, I've never seen a community like this where they're so willing to just be there for one another, even if it's a shoulder for 'em or a voice for them to talk to during the hard times. This is an amazing community, and hey, man, I'm glad to see you to be a part of it. And yeah, I mean the Ren fairs. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind going to one where that I can actually enjoy. The last one that I was at, I really didn't enjoy it all that much, but that was for a whole nother reason. So, um,
So, how would one get a hold of you if they want to do an interview with you? Like anybody that's in our chat, maybe want to get a hold of you. How would they get?
Um,
How would they do that?
they can easily message me either on TikTok where it's Nerd Counseling Interviews. They can message me through Instagram, which is Oil Holler 210, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's Oil Holler 210. Hold on one second.
mhm. All right, guys. Well, he's got something going on there real quick. He will be back. Um, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Again, we got 18 rocking in here right now. You guys have been amazing. There's 100 other things you guys could be doing on a Saturday night, and you chose to spend your Saturday with us once again. And I appreciate you guys.
So, my wife would like to say hi.
Hello, it's great
This is
Hey,
seeing
the
you.
co-CEO of JB Delight Foundation. She'll be the co-CEO. Um,
Very nice.
and then this is her and my son will be the face of the foundation. Is she
Right on.
feeling warm? Because she was feeling a little warm to me earlier. But yeah, she just wanted to hop in and say hi real quick.
All right. It's great seeing you.
Good seeing y'all.
So
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's I think it's Oil Holler on 210, or they can message me on Facebook where it's Terry Aikman, parentheses TJ Aikman. They can message me on there, or they can message definitely. Um, but most of the time, I'm on TikTok trying to push the like. I have legit. I have probably messaged over 100 different content creators already,
Right.
and just trying to waiting for them to message back.
Right.
Definitely want to get that going. Um, it's even if I have to, I will. Even if the content creator says, "Hey, I want to get paid," if I have to, I'll be like, "All right, I'll pay you." But I want to do it. So
All right.
All right. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the cup that Kay has offered to do for the charity as well. As soon as she gets everything locked down for it, the cup will be available for purchase, and all proceeds will go directly to the charity. So if anybody would like to purchase a cup of the charity, she's going to have some on her website soon, and all proceeds will go to the charity for Terry here.
and honestly, Kay, doing that, it really like when she messaged me about that, and I was like, oh my god, like it was heartwarming because seeing the community come together and doing that, and her reaching out and saying, hey, I want to help. It was heartwarming to see that. Definitely was unexpected to say the
Right.
least. So
Yeah, I mean we're all here to help each other, right? And try to get through this thing called life as uh as easily as we can. And the more help we have, and the more brothers and sisters that we have that are help carrying us through it, the better life can be, right?
yes, honestly, the the more we come together, the more we as a society will be better off. The more we
Absolutely.
set aside our differences, the more we understand each other. It's
Absolutely.
We'll get back to our roots of like, hey, we're all one human species, one humankind, and that's the way it needs to be.
Right. And I think that and that's the way it should be. And again, I know I've said it, and I say it a lot, but these there's been quite a few communities that I've been a part of, and there's not enough good things that I can say about the bearded community, with as loving, caring, and driving, as the people in the bearded community are. And it's not just the bearded guys, but it's the women of the bearded community as well that are picking us up and pushing us forward. And it's I would, if you ever get the chance to, and you ever get bored, just let me know, and I will send you a list of lives that you could be a part of, and just if you just want a day of just feeling good and relaxing. There's so many great people here that I think would absolutely love what you're doing on your channel, and would
See,
definitely do whatever they could help see you succeed.
yeah, and the one thing I love about the bearded community uh, is one thing that it's the reason why the bearded community comes together so well is because you have to be meticulous about your beard, and there's like you're gonna have people who come up to you. Like when I had my long beard, I had other men um come up to me when I had my beard and be like, dude, how'd you get it that way? How'd you do this? How'd you do that? How'd you shape it that way? And I'm like, oh, dude, this right here, this is what I use. This is what I do. If you want really good advice, go watch my buddy Born Bearded on YouTube or TikTok. He's got really great advice when it comes to like your beard oils, beard coloration, beard shaping, beard combs. It's one of those things that like it brings that community together because all of the men that are behind it and then the women who support us.
Right.
Like my wife straight up told me I am not allowed to shave my beard off whatsoever. Like not allowed to shave it whatsoever because I look like a 12-year-old boy without it on there.
Right. And I remember at the last competition that I was at, Buckeye Beer Battle, there's a gentleman named Mike from Hemp Wizard, and if they received a $5,000 donation, he was going to go ahead and shave his beard off. And somebody asked me if I would do something like that, and I'm like, well, here's the thing: if I do that, I don't know that I'm going to be able to go home. Not right at first. I'd have to make some apologies to Kay for cutting off her beard. She has no problem in letting me know this is her beard, not mine. I just take care of it. And but
I,
but yeah, it's go ahead.
if I ever got it to that point and someone said, "I'll offer you $5,000 to my shave your beard off," I'm gonna be like, "All right, you got to go talk to the woman over there first
Mhm.
because I don't plan on dying."
Well, it's a very unique community where the women are celebrated in this community just as much as the men and their beards. And I think several of us in here will admit it that we wouldn't be where we're at today without them being in here and supporting us through everything that we're doing. So
Yes,
hats off to you, ladies of the bearded community.
yeah, and hats off to them because I think what draws women to a bearded man in the first place is commitment.
Mhm.
Because having a beard like yours or raised beards or like somebody from ZZ Top, like the ultimate gold beard,
Right,
um, is you have to have commitment for that. Because if you don't shape it, style it, take care of it on a regular basis, it just looks wrong.
right. Well, and I think as men, I've said it once, and it's one of those things that I say often. I think as men, we have to have something to take care of, um, something to take care of that's ours, and something that we can that gives us pride and makes us feel good, and increases our it increases our oh my mind just went blank. It increases our confidence and gives us something to work towards. It teaches us discipline. It teaches us patience and makes us research a lot. And
Mhm.
it's it's once I started growing out my beard the second time, there's a lot that I learned and from amazing people in this community. So it's only helped me mentally, it's helped me physically, it's helped me my self-confidence, everything. So I'm very thankful for this community.
Yeah, it is definitely one of those communities that when I actually got to be part of it, and because of you, I saw the love and care that came from it.
Right.
Um, Raised Beard, you look like you have a question.
I did. I was just waiting. It's kind of a
Sorry about
nerdy
that, bud.
question, I guess. Um, uh, What's your favorite Star Trek series? Everybody has
Ooh,
one.
There you go.
ooh, that is a good question because there's so many
Mm-hmm.
uh generations of Star Trek, and this is where some people can get into a debate on who's better, which captain's better, which series is better. It can become a debate. But me personally, I love the Next Generation. That was the Star Trek I grew up on. That was the Star Trek I started watching. And then when I got into it, started watching the original Star Trek to William Shatner and George Takei and Leonard Nimoy. Um, I've gotten the privilege of meeting William Shatner, and I got the privilege of meeting George Takei and Leonard Nimoy. I've gotten the privilege of meeting them and shaking their hand. Now, do I have pictures with them? No, because the picture and autograph combo was $800. So I
Right.
was like, I don't have $800 to blow for that kind of.
Right.
I mean, granted, I had the memory of getting to shake their hands, but like Patrick Stewart, or not Patrick. Yeah, this is Patrick Stewart. Yeah, I know it's Patrick something. Um, he had so many iconic lines of from Star Trek, and my favorite one that basically describes F A FAFO so to the key in an elegant but intimidating way. Test that theory at your earliest convenience. That is such an elegant way of saying FAO. Yeah, I mean,
Right. Right.
it's such, and the costumes, the storylines, the the characters that you got to meet in Star Trek, The Next Generation. It's that I wish they could have kept going with that one, but we know the series keeps going and going and going.
Mhm. Yeah, my dad. I used to watch it with my dad, the original series, a little bit, and then Next Generation. We watched it. I think we watched every episode. So Next Generation and Voyager were probably my two favorites because I watched them a lot of them with my dad. So
Yeah, and having that memory of watching it, like my dad wasn't really. I mean, he was around, but he wasn't around just because he was a very hardworking man for his community. But when it was Star Trek time, he was there. Or if he was at the firehouse, my mom would take me there. That was our thing, was Star Trek and Star
yeah,
Wars. That was our thing. Like we went and watched the new Star Wars together, or we went and watched the new Star Trek movie together. Um, he is a nerd by definition, but his nerdism is he's a fire nerd. He is a firefighter. He was a at one point in time. He worked for the state fire marshals here in Texas. He worked for them. He was that in that high echelon of the fire department. He wasn't a fire chief. Never wanted to be fire chief, but he strived for like the fire. Like if you asked him anything fire related, he can instantly tell you about it. But you ask him Star Wars, Star Trek, just like that with me. It's what it was what our thing was. Now I watched the new one, uh, Deep Space Nine, um, and all the Star Trek movies. All those, uh, hands down. I get a lot of crap for it. But the Star Trek Next Generations movie, did not like it.
Oh,
Oh.
the new ones.
I did not like them. Did not
No,
like them.
I wasn't a really big fan of them either. It's just not the originals, and it seemed like they're trying too hard to do something completely different. I watched some of the newer Star Trek as well, like some of the I don't even remember what they're called. There's like 2 or 3 new ones. I
Into the
just couldn't get
Darkness.
into them.
The new TV show Star Trek Discovery. I actually, it's funny, but it's interesting at the same time, and I
Okay.
like it. I love the episode um, where it was basically they got hit by some kind of ray, and it turned them all into a musical.
Okay.
I was laughing the whole entire time. I'm
Wow.
like, it turned this into a musical. What the heck are they thinking?
Right.
Now,
I'll have to check it out.
I got a
I
question
wound
for
up.
you. Let's turn this around on you. Let's show you. Let's give a preview of what a Nerd Council interview looks like on your little channel here. Who is your favorite doctor?
The Doctor from Voyager. I always liked
Ooh,
him. He started off real kind of an a-hole, and then turned into like what would be considered a good doctor towards the end of the series. You could really see his character grow throughout the whole through each season. You see his character grow and how much he wants to be more human, and be able to treat the crew as their, and just just some of the stuff that he came up with in the series itself. It was it, I felt like that was one of my favorite doctors in the series, or in the
I
franchise, rather.
and I totally agree with you on that one. The character arc for him was you absolutely hated this dude.
Hmm.
To like, okay, I'm starting to like him, starting to like him, starting to like him. Oh, I love him, I love him. Now it's like, don't kill him, please.
Right.
And I just got to kind of throw in there a little bit. They did the same thing with Ahsoka Tano in the Star Wars series. She was put in there, and you just hated the character right at the beginning, and then once you got to the end of it, you couldn't see the series without her being in it.
Yes,
And
definitely. In the Clone
they
Wars,
did a great job at that. I mean, because they really got you to not like her right from the get go, and yeah,
and I was the
they were
same way
able to
too.
turn it around.
I absolutely hated Ahsoka Tano. I thought I was like, you're a quitter. You're a quitter.
Right,
It's like, and now it's like, oh, I can't see this without her because
right,
she helped develop so many characters, and she was
yep,
the only one besides Obi-Wan Kenobi, the only other Jedi to know Darth Vader's true identity,
right,
and it was all
right,
because of one fight. Because there's a fight on Mustafar,
yep,
underneath this pyramid. Um, it was that one fight. This made her discover it was like, oh crap, this is Anakin. I've got
right.
to try to save him. So yeah, it's one of those. Like I said, any kind of debate can come along.
Yep.
Right, right. My first drive-in movie movie was when my best friend's mom had a station wagon full of us kids to go see Star Wars in '77. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think to be honest, I was a '76 baby, so I don't know if we actually went to the drive-in for the one in '77, but uh, the next episode we definitely watched it at the drive-in.
Well, I remember when they first did the remakes and they put them all back into theater. So I was like, I'm gonna go watch them all because this is the one opportunity I'll have to say I watched all of them in theater.
Right.
The one of our local theaters here in San Antonio, after the release of the last Star Wars, um, the very next Star Wars Day, which for people who don't know what Star Wars Days is, it's May 4th. All right, May the 4th be with you. That's Star Wars Day. They legit from episode 1 to episode 12 played all the movies in chronicle order, and you paid for one movie.
Wow,
It was 30
that's pretty good.
bucks for a ticket, but you got to they gave you breakfast with blue milk. And you can go buy lunch. But they literally played all, and I didn't go. I got to go for it. But I want to keep that as a tradition. Like I want to bring my daughter next year because she'll be at that age of like, hey, May 4th, we're gonna do Star Wars Day together.
Nice. That would be cool to go to.
It's really cool. Like um, they go all out, and I would love to like one day go to Galaxy Run.
Is that Darth Baker or Darth Beaker? I don't know. I guess if we're asking Alien Terra, we'll yeah.
Um, there's actually in the Sith lore, way back when, in this, like a lot of people don't realize how expanded the Star Wars universe is. There is actually a Sith Lord named Darth Baker. Yeah, there is a Sith Lord that is named Darth Baker. Oh, I'm sorry to
So
hear that, Lewis.
let me ask you, how do you feel about them making the expanded universe non-canonical?
What a lot of people don't realize is with the Star Wars books is George Lucas wrote the original 12 books. He wrote them and then took it to a movie theater and said, "Hey, I want to make this into a movie." And he wanted to start with episode 1 and go to episode 12. He wrote those 12. So anything beyond episode 12 of the original books is not Star Wars to me. Now you bring in Andor, you bring in Ahsoka Tano series, you bring in the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, the Clone Wars animated version of that. Those are actually in chronicle order. They tell the story in between each episode. A lot, like with prime example, Mandalorian. Um, the Mandalorian is in between episode 6, or not, yeah, episode 6 and episode 7. That's the story. Like if you notice at the end of the last Mandalorian series, season 3 of the Mandalorian, it actually just starts to describe the First Order and its building. Ahsoka Tano is also the same thing. It's in between 6 and 7. It's she's showing the other side of the like it's already been built, and it's new leaders coming out. that's why a lot of people say Snoke from episode 7, um, or not episode 7, episode 8, The Force Awakens. Yeah, episode 8, right? No,
No.
4, 5. Uh, yeah, yeah, no, yeah, episode 8.
So I
No,
think this
episode
one
7. Yeah.
is a question for you, sir, Terry.
When did our daughter eat last? An hour and 41 minutes ago.
The beginning of the show.
Hey.
Gotta love when my wife does that kind of stuff.
Hey, it's all good though. Hey, that's what it's about. We got to make sure we're taking care of everybody, right?
Yep. Snoke is actually, if you look at the facial features of Snoke, and you look at how Emperor Palpatine was still alive, like a lot of people didn't realize that he was still alive. Snoke is actually General Taos, the blue guy from the end of Ahsoka. It's him.
Hmm.
He was the leader of the First Order.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's getting close to her bedtime.
Here we got Miss Busy Bee Collective saying, "Let me know when it's time to talk Harry Potter."
Oh, okay. Okay. My wife is probably going to get mad at me for this one. And I know Miss K will probably get mad at me for this one.
Oh no, I think I know where this one's going already.
Miss Sophia might as well.
Yep.
If you want to talk Harry Potter, talk Star Wars, because Harry Potter is just a ripoff of Star Wars.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen the likeness to those.
It is verbatim the very first book of Harry Potter is basically verbatim episode 4. I know it's a hot take, but that's what it is to me.
Yeah,
So-
I think she's going to let you slide on it a little bit.
So when speaking of like some of the books, like let's go somewhere like did you? I mean, I'm sure you probably watched Game of Thrones when it first came out, and but did you read the books?
I am going to get a lot of flack for this. I know I am, but I have never actually watched Game of Thrones.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
you know what? you know, past. Have you
Because-
read the books or no?
That's the thing. I read the books before the movie,
Mhm.
the television show ever came out. So I knew everything that was going to go on. And it's like, okay, if they're being true to the book, I know who's going to die here. I know who's going to do this. I know what's going to happen here. I'm still waiting for George R.R. Tolkien to finish his other book. I need the
So
ending
am I.
of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so am I. I read the most accurate season to the books was season, I believe, was probably season 1, and they started
Yeah.
veering heavily away from it during more at season between the end of season 2 and 3. They started veering away, which is understandable, but
Mhm.
towards the end, to me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was just like, okay, so
It's like someone pointed, like they made a meme for the 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. It was this elegant piece of art in season 1, elegant piece of art in season 2, and then season 3 through 8 looked like a kid drew a horse. Like they went off the rails so bad.
yeah.
Like I'm with The Witcher. Huge fan of The Witcher.
hmm
Season 1, season 2, and season 3. Elegant.
I'm
piece
concerned
of
about
art.
4.
I do not know how they're going to do 4. because Henry Cavill straight up said, the only reason why I'm not doing it is because when they started recording, they wanted to go off the lore. They went
Right.
away from the lore of that. And it's like, huh.
I
So if
mean, it
Henry
was
Cavill, the king of nerds, is telling you they're not doing it correctly, means they're
right,
not going to
and
do it correctly.
you had the actor himself. He was, I mean, he was a big Witcher nerd, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Studied everything as far as the books, studied the games, and he got the character down so well. I'm I'm almost scared to see if somebody else is going to be able to take those reins and create the persona of that character as well as he did. I'm willing to give it a shot, but man,
Here's the
he
actor they got to
created
do.
The Witcher, like he pulled it right out of the books or right out of the game, and
Yeah.
they found
Um,
the right actor for it. Then I just don't know if they can keep it going.
and I don't think they're going to either.
I
Because
have high
guess who they
hopes though.
got to get? Guess who they got to get to play The Witcher now?
Oh, God, what's his name?
Liam Hemsworth. Chris
Right.
Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor, they got him to play The Witcher. This itty bitty twig, which Geralt is not a twig. He was big, brawny. That's why Henry Cavill
Right.
was the perfect part for him.
Right.
It's just like Henry Cavill was the
Excuse me.
perfect Superman
Right.
because he didn't need the muscle suit for when he was Superman.
Right.
That was purely him.
Hey, Romy, great to see you come back in, brother. Yeah, you know what? I am feeling much better this week than I have in the last couple weeks. So we are good to run this for as long as the chat is willing to keep active and keep going. I am feeling good tonight, and I appreciate everybody being in here. We are coming up on 2 hours, and we've been keeping around 22 to 25 people in here for the last couple hours. If you guys have any questions, please make sure to put those into the chat, and we'll get to them as soon as possible. And yeah, guys, really appreciate you guys being in here. Make sure to show Terry from Nerd Council interviews on TikTok. Show him some love. And yeah, definitely catch that replay, Romy. I think it's something that you'd be very interested in seeing and understanding what he's doing with his charity. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Lisi, it's good to see you. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat, and we'll try to get to them
Yeah.
for any of us and that are here. We're just kind of nerding out right now, so
Right.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like when you get a bunch of nerds together, it's ooh, that's a good question. All right,
that's
so
probably one of my favorites is Lord of the Rings, and they did
yes,
such a their book adaptation was one of the best that I've ever seen. The movies aren't the same, not exactly, but I believe they were probably the best adaptation I've seen so far.
yeah.
But there's so
Honestly,
much going on in the books that you have to fit it in a 2.5 to 3 hour movie. And I can understand where they had to cut some things out too.
that's why I loved when they did the extended,
The extended cuts, yeah.
the extended cuts,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
that made it true to the book at that
Right.
point in time. Now, granted, if you watch The Hobbit, which is part of the Lord, that's the beginning of the Lord of the Rings. That's where you get
Right.
Bilbo Baggins, um, uh, starting his journey of the ring, getting the ring.
Right.
If you watch it from the beginning and you watch to the end of um, the Lord of the Rings series, you're in that theater for at least 2 days because it is And that is, if you got all the extended versions of every last one of those movies, you're in theater for 2 days. Because it is a extremely intimate, excruciating movie adaptation of like Lord of the Rings. The books are even longer to read.
Mhm.
But do I highly recommend it? Oh, hell yes. If you
Yeah.
want a damn good book to read, for children to read in general, too, because there's so many elegant words in those books, Lord of the Rings will always, hands down, be my favorite books to read, other
That's
than
why
anything by James Patterson. James
I need
Patterson,
to
by
add
far, is my
those.
favorite author.
I need to add Lord of the Rings books to my collection.
Yeah, I got one. That's it. I got one of the Lord of the Rings, and that's the Tale of Two Towers.
Nice. Have you ever read the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan?
No, I have not. I need
That's
to.
what these are. These are all. There's a 14 book series. The last three books are written by Brandon Sanderson because Robert Jordan died before he could finish them.
Mhm.
And the series is phenomenal. It's. I had them. I first started reading them on Kindle, and then I bought the hardcovers because, well, my sister actually bought the hardcovers for me. But the hardbacks, so, phenomenal books. They're a little bit slower burning than like something like Lord of the Rings because there's so many, but it has a really good story, and it's nothing like the series that was out. It's the series is nothing like the books at all.
Yeah.
We got a question here as well. Hey, Terry or Aaron, have you ever read the Elric Saga by Michael Moorcock?
Oh no,
Moorcock.
I haven't.
No, I definitely
I've
have to look
heard
it up.
of it. It's in my list of books to read.
I'm gonna
It's
write that
it's
down.
it's definitely one of the, like, I have it, I have Apple Books on my phone, and I have like a list of books that I want to read, and I try to read every. Like, my thing is, I try to read at least 15 to 30 minutes every night. I try to, at least, and there's times where I'm just like I'm out, just I want to pass out. I'm done, but I try to read at least 10 to 15 minutes, just to kind of like calm my brain down. And but that is one of the series that I'm looking forward to. Right now, I am on the kick of Hell's Bells. I don't know if you know who she is on TikTok. Uh, she is the one who does the Help Desk series on TikTok. She's the redhead. She wrote a book, and it's actually about Lilith and Belle and how they meet. Great series of a book, honestly. It's first one of the book. She said she's actually doing tours right now. I'm hoping she comes to San Antonio so I can be like, "Hey, I have the book." But it's
Yeah. Um,
I see a question, and it caught
yeah.
me off
So
guard.
one thing I didn't understand on the Lord of the Rings, when getting on the boat, does he die or just go live with the elves? I don't know. I kind of
That's
think that he kind of passed on once he got with the elves. I mean, if you take from the beginning when Bilbo went to go stay with the elves, that's where he was able to live his last days, and that's kind of where I took it, but I might be wrong.
No,
So,
actually, you are correct. He actually he does. That's his end of the life. Um, he goes to live with the elves to when someone leaves the Shire and goes to lives with the elves. It's the end of days for them. That's their end of life because they know it's peaceful there. That's where they can die in peace.
right.
So it's
Oh,
both going to live with the elves, but it's also going to I'm gonna go die now.
Real quick, as also wanted to mention this. I was really waiting for this to come out, and if you guys have not gotten the Father's Guide to Mental Health from Tyson Allred, definitely pick this up. I've just started reading it. This is a great book, and I can sit here and read this and pick up Tyson's voice in this. And I'll say it takes a very strong person to be able to write this kind of book and to put this information out there, because you could tell by reading it, these men have lived this. And so definitely get a chance. Check this out on Amazon. It is from Tyson Allred, which is also the owner of Copper Johns. Also an amazing individual. He has a podcast, Dad Bods and Beards. If you guys have not checked that out, definitely check him out. Um, I 100% love what he's doing, not only for the bearded community, but for men's mental health and mental health in general. He's a very intelligent human being that has been through it and is doing whatever he can to help somebody else get through whatever they're going through. So definitely loving the book. Check it out if you guys get an opportunity to.
Yeah, I just ordered a copy for myself and Alicia yesterday. It should be in Monday.
Absolutely, Romy. I absolutely agree. He's one of those rare individuals that you meet and you just feel better for knowing him. Amazing individual. Viking Papa, yeah, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna once I get paid, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that book too, because having a guide.
Sneaking up on you. Is that the Sith back there?
Yeah, that's where he normally sits. He sits behind me when I'm playing. Because this is also like my game room. So like in
Okay.
front of me is my 55-inch screen TV that I play video games on, and he'll sit behind me like that. But it's also I'm holding Evie, and Evie is his little buddy. Like those two are pretty much inseparable.
It's also because he has a bunch of wood and sticks in front.
Like a little gargoyle.
Oh, is he trying to hide? Oh, we are not starting that crap again.
Okay, getting in line and heading home. So
All right,
Chad,
Baker,
do
be
your
safe
business, ask the
driving.
questions. So still on when I get home in 15 minutes. Guys, I honestly don't think that's going to be a problem.
I know
I
for me
don't-
it
I
is
don't
because
know.
I got to get going soon.
Right.
It's her
So
bedtime.
yeah, and Terry, again, we really do appreciate you coming on tonight. And
Yeah.
if there's anything we could do to support you and support your charity and what you're doing, definitely feel free to reach out. I think we're going to go ahead and keep going here for a while and kind of keep going with the chat a bit.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Let me go give her back to my wife.
All right. Can I read a page out of the book? I tell you what, Lewis, next time I will. Okay. Been a long day. My eyes are already tired, but I will definitely do that on another day.
All right, I'm back. So,
All right.
I know I got like another 15 minutes before I have to get going. Hey,
All right.
I would love to go on for more time, but unfortunately, for people who don't know, is I'm also a Lyft and Uber driver on the weekends because
Okay.
diapers and daycare are not cheap.
Right.
Yeah, we used to try to hit Target when for diapers when they would do like the buy this many and get a $5 gift card, and we would save those gift cards that we would get for it for the next purchase, and eventually we'd have enough gift cards just to buy out, outright buy a big box of diapers. So it's not much, but it helps.
Yeah, no, and it's our daycare. It's her godmother, Jennifer, is our daycare. She's raised 6 kids of her own, and but she still charges us, which I told her you're not going to do this for free. Um, she charges us $45. I think it's either 35 or 45. I don't know. All I know is my wife. I asked her how much do I owe you, and she tells me, and I send it, and it's like okay. My wife knows how
Right.
much she charges a day. Hey, Jen, Mama.
Right.
35 $35 a day. Um, she charges, and she watches her Monday through Friday for us, or on the days that Stephanie doesn't have to work during the week. She watches for us, or if we're wanting to go out on a date, she watches for that time too. And then we go to Sam's Club for our diapers because she goes through so many of them.
Right.
On the plus, I mean, we had our first child, man. He could only wear a certain diaper, or he would just get diaper rash. So we always had to get that same one. And we tried different ones to see if they would work, like different brands, different styles. Nope. Every time we put him in something different, he would get diaper rash so bad that
Yeah,
it,
I
so
feel
we
you on
always
that
had
one.
to end up going back to the same diaper, and it's one of those. I I really wish it was a cheaper one, but it wasn't. It was fairly expensive.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right,
way
guys.
we
If you
were
can
with
give
like
me just a
formula.
moment, real quick. I got to go fill up the ice maker. I'll be back.
Okay, that's the way it was with formula, because she was constantly spitting up and everything else. Come to find out, she has acid. Our daughter has acid reflux. But it was spit up, spit up, spit up, spit. No matter what, um, it was constant spit up.
Have you guys tried the Gentle Ease?
We tried the gentle ease and everything else. Um, we tried gentle ease, and then we did. We had to go to this neutrophil, which was a milk allergy one, which those were $80 a pop.
Mm,
But we finally found one that works. It's $45 a can. But the only problem is it's hard to find in San Antonio. So, like with her, once we find it, we stock up like
right.
2 to 3 months worth of formula, and it's $45 a can. So, um, it's definitely one of those situations.
Yeah, we had to go with Gentle Ease with both of them, I think, and because Matthew was really colicky when he was younger, so it didn't seem like there was anything we could do to stop it. But the Gentle Ease helped a lot.
Yeah. With this, it's Kinder something. It comes from England. Um, it comes from England, and it's goat's milk. Yeah,
Okay.
and it works wonderful. The spit up is not as as bad as it was. Like what she did earlier before the show started. That was minimal of what she was going through. Um, she would spit up when before we got on the formula she was on that she's on now. She would spit up um, anywhere from half the bottle to almost the whole entire bottle. Like an hour, 2 hours later, she was spitting up that much. It was quite a bit, and it was concerning. But the one weird thing is she was gaining weight. Like even the doctor said, if you would have never told me she was spitting up, or if I would have never seen it myself, I would have never guessed she was doing as much spit up as she was doing, because she was still growing. She was gaining weight. She was now, she is on the petite side, like very lengthwise. She's very short for her age,
Mm-hmm.
but like weight wise, she is in the top. I think it was like top 90% or something for her weight.
Okay.
The last doctor's visit. I know we have a doctor's visit on Monday. So, but David, it was a pleasure talking with you. I can't hear
You're
him.
muted, bro.
I can't hear either one of you.
There we go. Can you hear me now? Sorry about
can't
that. Can you guys
you.
hear me now?
I could hear you. I think he lost. I don't think he can hear us again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think
Yeah, I
he
think
can
he,
hear us. Though.
I think he lost us.
Can you hear us? Hello. No, I think.
Nope.
I think. Yeah, he says he can't hear us.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, we kind of lost his audio. Well, shoot. How about now? Can you hear anything now?
No.
I don't know.
I can't hear
Maybe.
you.
Will you gonna come back again? Maybe.
Yeah, I might need to.
Can you put that in the chat, Dave?
Everybody hear me okay? Okay. I think everybody can hear Terry, but I don't think he can hear any of us. Something about me jumping out and jumping back in, I think.
Okay. Wait, I can't hear you. Give me 1 second.
All right. Let's get this back in order here. Where you at? There we go. Yeah, I lost his audio there right at the end. I think he's having
I
to
think
go
he's gonna
here
come back.
soon.
I think he wants to lead or to say bye to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. All right. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sitting there going,
You
what
know,
happened to the sound?
well, yeah, I go off and fill up the ice maker, and then all hell breaks loose. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
muted him.
Yeah, it's been a privilege, guys. Definitely been talking with you. Looking forward to our interviews on my channel. Definitely having both of you. Would love to have both of you on the interviews on my channel when the 31 days, 31 interviews comes up. Would love to have you both on there.
absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Just let
that's
us know,
definitely.
and I'll get a hold of some people that I know are running a TikTok live as well out of the community, and see if they'd be interested in jumping in for an interview as well. And I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it was great having you on, man. I appreciate you coming in. I think we're going
Yeah.
to be on for a little bit still. We have some people in the community that are still wanting to talk a bit tonight, so we're going to keep that going for a bit. I will go ahead and contact you tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon, if that's okay with you, Terry.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
I believe
and we'll talk through everything, and we'll get through the cups from Miss K that are the proceeds are gonna go towards the charity, and we'll go from there. But it
Yep,
was great
definitely.
seeing you.
Great seeing you
Everybody,
both also.
everybody, say let Terry know that how much we appreciate him coming on tonight.
And like I always say, whenever I leave my lives, um, it's thank you everybody for joining, and I want to wish you all nothing but peace, love, and happiness. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.
Take
See
care,
you later,
Terry.
Terry.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, that was Terry from Nerd Council Interviews. If you guys have any questions about his charity or anything else that's going on, feel free to go ahead and message me on Instagram or in the
Or message
comments
him
of this
directly.
video, or message him directly. Kay's put his information in there a few times tonight. I'm sure she can go ahead and cover that again. But yeah, he's going to be doing 31 interviews in 31 days, and that's regardless whether he has a guest or not. He is determined, and I've seen him do it. And anybody that's
Yeah.
run a live even once a week knows what it can be like.
And once again, if you want to be an interviewee with him, message him on his Facebook or his Instagram. I'm sure he would love to have anybody from the bearded community.
Absolutely. Anything we could do to help him, it's definitely worth it, guys.
Definitely want to see him make his goals, especially to help those babies.
Right. And that's what it's about, right? I mean, we found the community that's willing to help us with how we feel as an individual. We're always putting those thoughts and prayers out to others in the community when they have issues arising. And he's just one of those genuine people that genuinely want to help others. And he's a great individual. Give him some time, guys, and definitely check him out. So
Yeah, and if
let's
you're
get
seeing this
to
on the playback, maybe we can get this put in the description of the video, his links and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. It will be in the description. All of his links will be in the description. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to leave a message on this video after it's released, which should be shortly after we get done here tonight. And I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. But hey, you know what, guys? Let's get into the beard aspect of things tonight. And Aaron, hey, have you gotten anything in lately that
I just got
got
a
anything in
package in
lately?
from Greg for the Sunshine um,
Sunshine State Grooming?
Sunshine State Grooming,
Yep.
and I'm actually wearing the Steinbeck. I actually just put it on before the show.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So I'm wearing the oil and butter right now from them. It feels good. So
Nice. I got a
I'm
couple more
sorry,
days.
not the butter, but the squeeze butter.
Squeeze butter. Okay. I have an order coming in from him. I believe it's supposed to be on Monday or Tuesday. So right now I'm actually wearing the Flaming Beard Code, the Caribbean Black. And I gotta tell you, this was one of the samples, and I gotta get the full size of this. It's easily becoming one of those that I'm gonna put right up there with Mastermind. It's just a very unique scent, and I'm really digging it.
I liked all the samples that I got from them. They smell amazing. I do want to do a bigger order with Flaming Beard.
Right. Yeah, Romy, their liquid butter. I was able to get some from the that I won from the Buckeye Beard Battle, and I like that it has the I like that it has long chain fatty acids in there. It actually feels really good. I have no complaints over their butter or their balm. To be honest, their balm is kind of a medium hold on their balm, and I love it.
Yeah, so far all I have is a couple oils and their balm. I do really like their balm. It holds nicely for me. I haven't tried their liquid butter yet.
Try to describe Flaming Beard's mastermind. No one can do it. Mastermind.
Mastermind is a very complex scent, and it's hard to pin down what you're smelling. I haven't been able to. All I can tell you is it smells amazing.
And I can agree with that. I mean, it's by the time you figure out what one of the base notes are, it's complex enough to where it changes again. And like when I first put it in, I can definitely smell like a citrusy, grapefruity kind of scent to it. But as soon as it sets in beard for no more than 5 minutes, that kind of it morphs into a citrusy, musky, berry kind of scent. It's pretty complex. It's um,
I mean,
you'll be
that's the
hard
whole
pressed
idea,
to
right?
find one that doesn't.
That's its appeal. Is it's
Right.
you don't know what you're getting. You just know that it smells good. That's the appeal of it. They don't even put it on the website, and to know if you're going to like it or not, you're just going to have to buy it.
I mean, they have a, don't get me wrong, they do have samples, and they have an
Yeah,
amazing
yeah.
little sample tin, and it's not overly expensive. You get a decent amount, even for my beard, you get a decent amount of oil to where you can use it a couple times, even in the sample. But yeah, it's definitely one of those that I would keep on hand um, to to have. It's definitely in my rotation. This is the sample pack that they run. When you open it up, you have 4 of the samples in there. I believe you could choose which samples you want,
You
but
can.
don't quote me on that because I haven't really looked into the samples all that much.
You
But I
can.
believe you can actually choose the samples.
You can. Last time I checked on their website, you can choose. You can choose the samples.
Right. And I haven't tried anything from them that I haven't liked yet. So um, that's not one of those things I typically look for if I could find something I don't like. But it's let's see. The Gold Edition is fantastic. Rustic Jungle is good. Is so good. Yeah. And I think me and Romy kind of run a very similar taste as well.
Yeah, that's the one I have. It has the Mastermind Black Gold Edition, the charcoal.
Hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. The charcoal. Yeah. I have that. That's the one I have as well as the activated charcoal.
Luis, my oil collection and butter is getting larger. Uh, I'm trying to buy from different companies. It's just it just takes time to get a collection going. Uh,
Yeah.
have to wait till payday and buy a couple bottles from this place or that place, and then wait for them to come in. What's up, Baker? Good to see you back.
Baker is
Uh,
in. It's good to see you, brother.
but yeah, no, it's growing. This is some of it here. This and there's 3 shelves here, and there's more behind them. So I probably have more oil than I could use now. But I've worn probably all of them so far, or tried them out.
Right. And and then of course, you're going to have those specific ones that are always going to be on your shopping list to make sure that you have for when you want it. And
Oh,
I think any
there's some that
reviewer would tell you.
yeah,
Go
there's
ahead.
some that'll always be in my rotation, no matter what.
Yeah. And I think any
And
reviewer would tell you, as your collection grows and you're starting to test the products, um, you look forward to those days where you could just wear the scent profiles that you want or the oils that you want. And it's sometimes if you're really busy with reviews and stuff, it could be few and far between when you get that option. So,
right, and that's what I'm gonna be starting. Hopefully, starting to do a review shortly after my first video drops. I'm gonna start my first review. I'm going to start writing a script for it and seeing if hopefully get that posted within pretty soon.
Lewis, I don't know if I have Noble. I don't
haven't.
believe that I have yet.
Yeah, there's no such thing as too much beard oil, right, Baker?
It's like
You
saying
just
too
got to
much
find a
beard.
place
Is
to
there
store it
such
all,
thing?
right?
I mean,
That cabinet will probably get some shelves in it at some point, and I'll just put oils in that as well.
right. That would actually be pretty cool. I thought that was a good idea when you mentioned that the other day. And hey,
Yeah,
look what
the
I got
problem
back.
is it's only this deep, you know. It's not. It'll hold maybe an oil. Yeah, you gave you got sorry, you got it back because I got this,
Right.
or it's still been hidden.
So I think Kay at some point might be doing a community cup V2 version 2 at some point, because there is a lot of um, content creators and
New logos to put up and
newer content creators, newer logos and stuff like that are here now. And I think that's something we've been kind of playing around with, is a possibility of a version 2 of the Community Cup. So we may go ahead and do that. Small town traditions, etc. Yeah, Lewis, those are all great products. The only one I really haven't tried yet is from Noble. The others I have, and I don't have anything bad to say about them.
yeah, no, I've tried all of the other ones except Noble, and I like all of their scent. You know, I have tried at least one thing from each one of those, and I liked everything I've tried. So
And I think you've also already tried True North, correct, Lewis? Or yeah, because you have a few here. These are new. These would be new ones for you, right? One of everything from BHT Grooming. And you know what? As far as Chad's stuff, I like his oils. They feel good. He's got a good scent line to him. If there's one thing I could say about him, he's been doing this long enough to where he's got his scents down. He does really well with them. He's got some new stuff coming out that I haven't tried yet, though. So tomorrow, boys, I have a question for you to think about tonight.
okay,
Interesting.
shoot.
Shoot your shot. Yeah, Bane Blends with washing conditioner is really good too. Yeah, and of course, you guys have heard me talk about their salve. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, if you don't have Bane Blend salve, you definitely should be getting it. It's like a miracle cream.
That's right. If you're going through Bane Blends or um, let's see, Bane Blends, Raven, um, or BHT Grooming, Born 15 will give you 15% off.
All right. Well, we've dwindled down pretty far.
Yep. So I've been going. Okay. All right, guys. Well, you know what? We are at 2.5 hours on this live stream tonight. Um,
Hold on, David.
okay.
I think this is the
What
question.
sense y'all?
Oh, sorry.
So, what sense y'all see in common, and what would you build your oil if you could?
I think if I was going to make an oil, I would probably try to make a cologne-based scent. Those seem to be what I gravitate towards more.
Mhm.
I think that's me.
Hmm. No answers for tomorrow's show. Well, yeah, we'll definitely
Oh,
look into
well,
it and think about it.
sorry about that.
Oh, no, I'm getting yelled at now.
Well,
Yeah. Meatball, really do appreciate it. We've only been at this for a few weeks. We've been keeping a decent amount of people in here. We do understand that a lot of the community is East Coast and that it is starting to get late for you guys. So even having the amount of people in here that we currently have tonight is very appreciated.
for sure.
Detroit.
I'll get more specific tomorrow, Baker.
All right. Yeah, Lewis, if you have not tried them, definitely give them a shot. I can't say enough about their butter. They have some really good butter, and they have amazing scents. If you have an idea of what kind of scent you're looking for, feel free to shoot me a text, and I'll let you know what I think is in that category for you, and kind of steer you the right way.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple. There's a lot with True North. They have a lot of really good scents. Their butters they feel amazing. Their liquid butters work really well to take with you on the road or take with you to work for like a midpoint.
Scent Adventure, keep rolling, boys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we've seen him in here before.
No,
Have we?
that looks like
Sin
looks like a
Adventure, it's
new
good
one.
to see you in. Appreciate you coming in.
Yep, good to see you.
Just so you're aware, we do have this show. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern on my Born Bearded channel. And we typically go in between anywhere between 2 to 3 hours on a live stream, engaging with the chat. We did have a guest on tonight, so I would highly just kind of check it out and see the replay. I would really appreciate that, and be great to see you. Okay, you just hide in the background. Yep, yep. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, Robert, I agree. Their True North butter is some of the best.
Right, right. Somebody said something about Meatball. Always look forward to Saturday. Meatball, appreciate that. We look forward to it as well. Gives us a chance to kind of get back to you guys and really just kind of hang out with you guys, have a conversation with you guys, and kind of see where everybody's at. How everybody's feeling, and just try to help everybody out where we can. Healthy vitamins, raised bearded.
What was that? Sending you some healthy vitamins. Okay.
Making some soaps and listening to the chatter. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Frickin' Frack, thank you again. Terry, always do appreciate you coming in as well. I know this one kind of hit close to home with you. Being in pediatrics, I believe you were when you were at the hospital. Um, So yeah, I really do appreciate you guys coming in. You guys rock it. You guys always show support to the people that in the community, and I feel blessed to have you in here. So thank you guys so much for being
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you guys are here.
All right. And once again, guys, let's not forget we have me and Ray's Bearded will be on with Baker tomorrow night. Baker, do you have a link for that yet? And I believe it's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, sis, I got you.
Right. Yeah, that's right. She was a NICCU nurse. And I may have said it to you before, Terry, but I think it takes a special kind of person to be able to uh, take care of babies in that kind of a state, and nurse them back to health, and to be there for the families and the parents. It takes a special kind of person to be able to do that, and
Absolutely.
that just makes me feel even better just knowing you.
Just the fact that, you know, the vulnerability that parents are in when their child's in the NICU, and having somebody that is professional and is kind, it makes all the difference. Um, so yeah, thank you, Terry.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We are just over 2.5 hours tonight. Um, can I describe Nevermore from Ravens? I tell you what, Lewis. I remind me tomorrow when we're on Baker's show, and I will definitely see what I can do to describe Nevermore for you. I think tonight we need to go ahead and let people get settled down and let them get ready for bed and be able to relax for the night, and not push it too much. But remind me tomorrow, and I'll definitely let you know what my breakdown to Nevermore is. Um,
Hey, everybody,
eh,
thank you for being here tonight. It's still fairly early here in California. We know how late it is where you are, and completely, we appreciate you guys staying up and being and spending that time with us.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Meyer, do you want to kick us off for the night?
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. See you next Saturday. Actually, we'll see you on Baker's show tomorrow,
See you
and
tomorrow.
then we will be back next Saturday. Have a
Yep.
great night, everybody.